Ito po ang pag-uusapan natin ay part 2 ng androgenetic alopecia. At muli ako po si Dr. Grace Carol P. Beltran, your dermatologist, dermatologic and aesthetic surgeon, your genetologist, your obesity resource person, and your at ang inyong lingkod, no? Sa inyong mga problema sa balat, skin, hair, nail, and other else like obesity, your ano pa tawag dito, genitology or sexually transmitted disease. Yan. So, lahat po yan sakop po ng aking specialization. Ngayon, ang i-discuss natin yung treatments available for androgenetic alopecia. First of all, because it is the main core of the problem is the androgen or the presence of the hormones, unusual hormones. Of course, the genetic, we cannot treat that kasi minana mo yun eh. Pero yung increase in androgen hormones, pwede po natin mabigyan ng solution yan by using finasteride, which decreases DHT by 64%. And then we have also dutasteride, which reduces DHT by 92%. And then we have others like spironolactone, flutamide, bicalutamide, cyproterone acetate. Then number 2 would be your anti-inflammatory drugs, which includes your Nizoral and your isotretinoin. Nizoral or ketoconazole and isotretinoin. These are your anti-inflammatory drugs. And then third, we have your vasodilators. Kasi nga, di ba, merong yung tawag dito, kaya nagkakaroon ng miniaturization of the hair follicle kasi nagkakaroon ng blood circulation problem. So, vasodilators may be needed like minoxidil and botulinum toxin injections. And then we also have energy metabolism-related drug. I told you before na merong mitochondrial dysfunction. So, we need an energy metabolism-related drug which is melatonin to help solve this problem. And then nutritional supplements also like vitamins D, B, vitamins like folic acid and biotin, and trace elements and minerals. And then number 6, we have the anti-fibrotic drugs, yung sa scarring, no? Anti-scarring. Actually, botulinum toxin can effectively relieve perivascular pressure and promote local blood circulation by inducing scalp muscle relaxation and delaying the progress of scarring or fibrosis. And then number 7, we have other drugs like bimatropros. Ito ginagamit ng mga ophthalmologists to, pero ginagamit na rin for the hair. So, bimatopros, latanoprost, cetirizine, caffeine, and adenosine. And then we have the low-level light or laser therapy. And number 9, exosome and secretome. Dati na-mention ko na ang secretome, kung ang secretome ang soup, ang exosome ay yung ingredients ng soup na to. So, the secretome is much better than the exosome, no? Ang included po dito sa secretome ay yung microvesicles, exosome, proteins, cytokines or cell messengers, hormone-like substances, and immunomodulatory compounds. Okay, based on scientific evidence, it is believed that in clinical studies conducted so far, it is not the stem cells but rather the vesicles, protein molecules, and cytokines secreted by the cells that is more important for the improvement of whatever disease you are treating, like the androgenetic alopecia. And then number 10 is clascoterone. This is a new drug. It blocks the androgen receptors directly in the scalp. So, instead of lowering the hormone systemically, it can actually get rid of the hormones because it blocks the receptors, no? And then we have the number 11, phytomedicine, plant-based products like Serenoa repens, Panax ginseng, Curcuma aeruginosa, Cucurbita pepo, Trifolium pratense, palm extract, horsetail, and ashwagandha. And then we also have stem cell activating drugs, are molecules that target follicle stem cells and aims to wake up dormant follicles. Okay, and thus reversing miniaturization at a cellular level. And then lastly, we have the injectables. This is the one that is present right here, right now, and is very good because you are combining two stem cells together. The one that comes from your platelets and the one that comes from your scalp directly. So Kung powerful na yung isang stem cells, doble ang doble ang strength nitong dalawang stem cells na kino-combine natin, and this is called the hybrid therapy, no? Ito yung pinaka-latest ngayon sa androgenetic alopecia, and maybe if you have not tried any treatment yet, this is the best for you. But this is only reserved for the early stages. Pag yung stage yung matagal, yung masyadong malala na, hindi na pwede. Stage 1 to 5 pwede pa. Pero yung 6 and above, hindi na pwede, no? And then, another new treatment is what we call, the number 14 treatment is what we call PROTAC and molecular degradation therapy that destroy androgen receptors directly, not just block them. So this treatment can permanently reduce the dihydrotestosterone kasi sinisira na niya yung hormone receptor. Kung wala ng hormone receptor, di wala ka ng dihydrotestosterone na hormone. And then we also they are also developing new drugs. This is the number 14. They are creating more biological drugs that can include antibodies that target follicle signaling pathway and thus help to reactivate growth of the hair with the potential to restart dormant follicles. And lastly, very, very interesting, hair cloning. Kung nag-hair transplant tayo at limited yung inyong hair follicles na pwedeng transplant, ito, 1 to sawa yung pwede yung i-transplant. So, kahit na yung scalp niyo ay kalbong-kalbo na yung buong scalp, pwede mo pa rin magkaroon ng hair transplant kasi nga, kino-clone mo yung hair mismo ng pasyente. And then, you have an limitless source of donor hair. Okay, so if you have any more questions, just get in touch through my numbers and please like and share my account.